Welcome back, my fellow humans, to my channel, Scatter Love Tarot. Coming at you guys with another pick a card reading. Today we are doing messages from your spirit guides. This is going to be a pretty quick reading today, but I did just want to get this out there. And we're going to actually do things just a tad bit different. Not too different from how things have been, but just a little different. So that being said, guys, if these messages are resonating with you, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel and set the notification bell so you always know when the next video does get uploaded. And speaking of subscribing to the channel, I just want to say thank you so much for everybody that has chosen to join my tribe. I'm honored to be sharing this space, this time, this place with you guys. You know, we're all here on the earth at this time for purpose, and I'm just so honored to be sharing that with you guys. It means so very much for all of you guys that continue to return back to my channel. And for anybody that is new, you guys are welcome here with open arms. We are human. We're here reminding each of us that we are human. There is no such thing as perfection because perfection doesn't exist. So come as you are. You guys are so welcome. So that being said, we are going to start out like always with a prayer. And let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Yeah. Oh, I feel so zen right now. I did yoga right before this video and I feel so zen. So yoga does the body good. Alright guys, let's get to it. Perfect. My beloved source, for any and all that come onto this video for a moment, for the whole time, for any and all who choose to join my tribe or choose to just be passing by, may they be blessed with love, with compassion, with kindness, with the knowing of what it is to be worthy of the life that they desire, not just of monetary things, but of love, deep, deep, unconditional love. May they be guided to this with open hearts and open minds. May they be guided to their truest purpose, knowing in their heart, may their heart sing once they found it, so that they do not question their path, but they take the road and they're courageous and they do what needs to be done. For any and all who are struggling at this time or feeling down and out or having depression of any sorts or just grief, struggle, suffering, pain of any kind, may you wrap them with your unconditional love. May you support them at this time and help them find physical support in this realm. People who show love, people who show care, people who will hold their hand or be a shoulder for them to cry on, and help them come out and remember their inner light. May they be guided by your never-ending love. May they be guided by your truth. May they be guided by the wisdom that is the all. As these words are spoken on this video and over this tribe before me, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to put this over here. Let that burn for the video. I did move it out of the way, guys. I don't know if you know, but if you didn't catch one of my other videos, I moved it out of the way because I was tired of swallowing incense smoke. I love the smell of incense, but not so much that I want to swallow it. That is not delicious, okay? Not at all. So let's get into it, guys. We are going to pick one card from these, and I will read these out of the book for you guys. They're not super long or anything, but I just felt like these would be the perfect messages from our spirit guides, so that way then you guys can get a love message guidance from them, okay? Let me go ahead and shuffle one time. And I will say, they are drawing me to say this, when I grabbed this deck out of the blue, the Miracles and Blessing card just totally fell out. So I just want to say that. May that be so for everybody that's on this video. So for pile number 1, source, what oracle card will help us know more about the messages from their spirit guides? Thank you. Okay, for pile number 2, what oracle will help us know more about the messages from their spirit guide source? For pile number 2, what will help us know more about the messages from their spirit guides? Whoa, that is too many. Oh, they want this one. I'm pulling it over and it keeps coming out. Okay, so let's get it. And for pile number 3, what oracle card will help us understand and know the messages from their spirit guide source? For pile number 3, what oracle will help us understand the messages from their spirit guide? Thank you. So I thought there was one that was in the deck that was reversed, and that's the one that you guys got. It came out. I love how Source makes things easy for us, or just like the synchronicities that come through for us. I love that. So for pile number 1, we do have the green aventurine that we're going to put on there. This is one of my favorites. I love this. I know I've said this before. I love all my gems. I love all my stones. I love everything that I've ever collected. But just right now, this one's my favorite. So for pile number 2, amethyst. This is such a powerful stone. Gem, crystal, whatever you guys call them. I don't know. I don't study them too much, but I do know a lot about some of them. So but this one is super powerful for pile 2. And for pile 3, we have raw aquamarine, and this is my birthstone. Yay! And it's almost March anyway, so. Alright, let me move these up. Get my dog's Floof out of there. She leaves Floof everywhere she goes. Okay, so we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I feel like that is super crooked here. I'm not trying to be crooked, but I feel like that is super crooked. There, that should be a little better. Okay, whichever one you guys are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. And whichever one you guys did choose, I will see you on your perspective piles. Hello, my fellow humans that chose pile number 1. This is for those of you guys that chose the green aventurine. This is going to be your pile and messages from your spirit guides. Okay, and just keep in mind these are general messages, but if they do resonate, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, and set that notification bell so you guys get notified when the next video does go live. Also, keep in mind that as you guys interact with my channel, it does allow me an opportunity to get you out more resonant readings. And as always, we are going to ask the dice first. I'm going to try something a little bit different today when I zoom in, okay? I don't have a stand, but I'm going to roll the dice and then zoom in. Like, pause the video and zoom in and see if that makes it a little bit better instead of you guys going on the wild ride that is the zoom in and zoom out, okay? Just putting a heads up in there so you guys know. So let's go ahead and ask the dice. So spirit guides of pile number 1, what are your messages for them? What do they need to know? What would you like to pass on to them? Spirit guides of pile number 1, what are your messages for them? What would you like them to know? Okay, actually I'm not stuck to my hand here. Okay, I'll be right back and have that zoomed in for you guys. Okay, now there's going to be some shaking. I can't change that. That's just because it's super windy today and I do live in an RV. And so, yeah, that is that. But hopefully that was a little bit better here. So what messages do your spirit guides have for you guys? Let's just be honest. In a nutshell, guys, this is all about transformation with your relationships, right? We've got Libra energy, we've got Venus here, and we've got the 8th house, and we're talking about a huge transformation coming in for you guys. You guys have been wondering about love, about connections. This doesn't even have to be a love connection. This could just be about friends, like knowing you're not the only person on this journey. Sometimes it's really hard on these journeys. We feel very alone, or we're surrounded by people who just don't understand. And, you know, we could be surrounded by tons of people and feel super, super alone. And this is just saying, like, you guys are about to come into this transformation. This could also be saying you guys are transforming the way you are looking at your relationships. What used to resonate with you guys before is no longer going to resonate with you. Now, the 8th house is the house of sex, intimacy, and things that revolve around that, and secrets, right? So maybe you guys have been involved in situations where people have been secretive towards you or not forthcoming. I do hear cheating. I hear, you know, just unfaithful. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. Maybe a lot of you guys have had unfaithful relationships that were supposed to go on for forever and they didn't, and there was an ending here. And what's coming forth for you guys is someone or some people, a group that are very charming, peaceful, diplomatic, very easygoing. Like, you're not going to have to work into this because you've dealt with a lot of people who've been indecisive, superficial, they've been passive aggressive. They could have been your enemies and they could have really, you know, stuck it to you, honestly. And now you're getting rid of that. Like, that's a transformation that's happening. And this is the message that your spirit guides want to focus on today, because it's something that I feel like you guys have prayed about and asked about and wondered about. And it's like, when is this ever going to change, right? And so they want you guys to have these harmonious relationships. They want you guys to find comfort in people who are balanced, not people who are toxic, not people who have a problem with you being you. They want you guys to find people who are on the same vibration as you. And this is something that's coming. What I'm also getting from this Venusian energy is that you guys are really turning into this magnetic energy. And so you guys are calling this in, right? But your spirit guides want to focus on this. They want you guys to see this and know this. Hold on just a second. I don't want my dog to bark. Okay. Yeah, so they don't want you guys to struggle anymore. They definitely want you guys to come up into these balanced relationships, right? And to really just know that there are people out there who are on the same wavelength as you. Sometimes we really have to deal with that healing energy before we actually call in people who are like our soul tribe, our family. It's like we end up having to go through a lot of ups and downs and really letting go of the people who we thought were on our side. And this is what they're really focusing on today. Your spirit guides want to bring into your knowledge is that there's a huge transformation on the relationship connection side of your life. So I'm going to zoom out. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. And we're going to move these up. I guess I could have moved those up before I unpaused it, but oh well. Whatever, guys. We're learning. We're figuring it out. Right? Every day is a different day. Let's ask the tarot what your spirit guides would like to tell you. What are the messages from pile number 1, spirit guides? So spirit guides of pile number 1, what are your messages for them? What are your messages for pile number 1? Spirit guides of pile number 1. Sorry, the plane is going over. There's an airport that's like a mile away. I'm surrounded by trains, planes, and automobiles, guys. So for pile number 1, what are the message that your spirit guides have for you? So spirit guides of pile number 1, what are the messages that you have for pile number 1? Thank you. What are the messages that you have for pile number 1, spirit guides? Spirit guides of pile number 1, what are your messages for them? What would you like them to know? Pile number 1, spirit guides, what would you like them to know? Okay, thank you. Spirit guides of pile number 1, what would you like them to know? Thank you. Spirit guides of pile number 1, what would you like them to know? What are your messages for them? Thank you. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse here, guys. Yeah, this is like that energy that I was getting. Like, there's people from your past that have made you feel like less than. Like, you see, it's like, I feel like you're this big cup down here trying to support everybody else. You're tipped on your side and nobody has anything to give you, but you guys are trying to give your all. Like, see how big you are? Like, this is like indicative of how big your heart is. Like, you'll always give. You'll always love. You'll always be there for them. But it's like you're trying to support people who have nothing to give to you and people who willy-nilly would betray you, right? Yeah, let's see what we got. Hi, pile 1. Okay, so we have the 8 of Coins reversed, we have the Devil reversed, and we have the Nameless card reversed. This is pretty heavy, guys. Like, you guys have been through it all. And again, I feel like this is an answer to your prayers, okay? Like, it's like they're acknowledging this difficult time that you've been through. Like, this is something that has been stuck in your mind. You have people who have treated you as less than. And it's like, I feel like some people feel entitled to your energy. Like, this is what is coming through here for me. It's like, there's either one person or a group of people that feel entitled to your energy. The devil here is also telling me that some of you guys have dealt with those toxic relationships that have kept you in third parties, or had, you know, like you didn't know that they were with somebody already and then they got together with you, or you were together with them and then they went and got together with somebody else. You know, I know they're both third parties, but I'm just, it's on both sides. Like, it's something that was supposed to be between you and this person, and it ended up being between you and another person or another few people. And like this mockery, right? Like, this is like, especially with this wand over this nymph's head here, it's like feeling like they use sex as a way to control aspects of their life. That was the only thing that they had control over, was sex, and they didn't care what came and went. Some of you guys could have really gotten the blunt end of that too. So, and you know, like, I'm in this place. Do I say it or do I not say it? And I'm apologizing because I'm going to say it because they keep pressuring me to say it. But some of you guys could have gotten an STI or an STD from someone. That's how crazy this person was. Like, they just didn't care about your well-being. They didn't care about your health. They didn't care about you. And you were spending all this time supporting them while they made these irresponsible decisions, right? Again, that not caring. Look at all these reversals for you guys. Like, your spirit guides are acknowledging the depths of this. And I love that okay, so I'm just going to tell you guys, I love that we did the dice first, because the dice are saying exactly that. Like, this is not going to be a thing anymore for you. You guys have healed some aspect of yourself, or the healing is coming. Right? And so their message is this, is that even though we're talking about this difficult time, okay, and if you look here, his scythe, he's like swinging his scythe towards this person. That's why it came out in the reversal here. It's not indicating that it's a bad situation, even though this left you catatonic, in a ton of grief, hurting, wondering if things are ever going to work out for you. Yes, that is an energy that did happen here, okay? But really, the whole reason that he came out in the reverse is because literally there's something that's changing, and you're cutting people out from your life like this. You're no longer going to be dealing with that. Like, it's like you're going to understand, it's this discernment that you've gathered from the hardships that you guys have gone through. It's like, no matter how much things seem like they're right? With this 8 of coins, it's like conforming to what society wants, okay? And we're like, how things seem right, like, oh, that's the person that you're supposed to spend forever with. Like, it doesn't matter. If this person's hurting you, that's not someone that you're meant to spend forever with. That's not fair. They get to do whatever they want, have their cake and eat it too, and you're the one left suffering. Let them go so they can suffer their mistakes, right? This person is just really not healthy for you, or these people were not healthy for you. And that's what this is saying. It's like you're looking at the past, and the message here is that you guys are growing out of this. And because of this, right, we have Scorpio energy twice here, okay? And this is talking about a huge transformation for you guys. The foundation of what you built your life on and how you thought relationships were going to be is greatly changing here. No longer are you guys going to be repeating cycles that no longer serve you. This is you guys healing familial wounds, ancestral curses, right? Like, these are generational curses. Things that you might not have even known about. You know, if you see on the Nameless card here, there are these kings and queens on the card up here in the corners, right? And this refers to our family, those who had power over us when we were kids, right? And so you have this energy here where it's like those people who buried themselves in their grief and their hurt. And it's like you're no longer going to be a part of that because you're looking at something a different way. And that's actually, it's really hard that you went through this, and I'm sorry that you went through this, because it left you guys in a state of huge suffering, like the suffering that's coming from this. But for your guides to say right off the bat that the first thing that's changing, what they want you guys to focus on, is that love is coming. Whether that's community, friendship, romantic love, it is coming. Let's get a couple of cards out from my other deck here. What other messages do you have for pile number 1? Look, guys, I can't. We have the death clarified by, or with the 4 of spades here. Look at this. Do you see the skull right here? That's what they want you guys to know. You're transforming. You're finding a truth about yourself. It's almost like there's a blame that's coming from here, where you guys maybe have blamed yourself for this situation happening in your life. And you guys are no longer taking that blame or shouldering the weight of that blame. You guys are instead looking at the situation from a place of, you know what? How somebody treats me is not a reflection of me. That's a reflection of them. And you're passing the blame back to the person who it belongs on. And I feel like the thing here for you guys is forgiveness is coming through, because that's going to be something that's difficult, okay? And at the same time, just understanding, we have 4 and 4, which is 8, okay? Actually, I'm just going to put this over here, because I feel like it wants to be here, right? You have it twice. You have 8 with the 8 of coins, and you have the 8th house. Like, we have 8 coming out 3 times on this reading. This is all about you guys clearing out a karmic cycle. This is something that is deeply karmic in your life. Okay? And it has been following you since probably before you can remember. Let's get another message out on it. What other messages do you have for pile 1, spirit guides? What would you like pile 1 to know? Spirit guides of pile number 1, what would you like them to know? What other messages can we have here? Thank you. Guys, I can't. Look at this. We have the 8 of diamonds coming out on the 8 of coins. This is the 8 of coins. Do you see? It's like quilting. It's like mending a hole. Like you're mending something that was broken. You guys are mending something that was broken. This is like something that got broken in the familial line that got passed onto your shoulders to heal. And in healing that, you guys are transforming some aspect of your lives and finding some, look, you're getting to build a new future. This is like a bright new day, right? With this 3 of clubs here. It's like you guys are getting to build a new future, a bright new life. It's like you get to choose what you want in your life. We have 2 cards coming out as clarifiers here for your guys' reading. Like, we have the 6 of cups, and the 6 of cups in mine. This is also representative of the lover. This is all about deep, loving relationships. You guys made a choice in your life. Your spirit guides they're applauding you guys for this choice that you've made, or this choice that you're about to make. This was something that was very intuitive. Like, you intuitively had to make this choice to be better off, right? And as you guys made this choice, you guys cleared out some deep karmic debt. And now that you guys are clearing the slate, it's like you get to start anew. My left ear is ringing. This is telling me that you guys are about to receive something, and it's not saying what it is. Okay, like that's the thing. It's not saying what it is, but you guys are about to receive something. So whether that is a love, a community, like-minded people, it's something that's coming through here. Okay, it's like you guys experience the hardships. The duality is coming through. They want me to talk about the duality real quick. The duality is coming through. It's like you've experienced the darkness of life. And you experienced it for so long. And then finally, it's like as you slowly walked, right? Like if you imagine there's a teeter-totter here. It's like on one side, this teeter-totter was always down in the guck and the bad and the awful, right? And you finally picked yourself up and you started walking across the teeter-totter, and you got to the middle and you started balancing it out. While you were staying in the middle, that's where all this healing was happening, right? It was like balancing out. And now the balancing is done because it's already balanced, and now you get to move over to the other side of the good, and that's what's happening here. Oh. Yeah, see, they wouldn't give me a card until I talked about it. Look, we have conjunction, a union, merging, and coming together. Yeah, so there's some type of union coming into your guys' life. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. Let's get a couple more on it. They want that one. Movement with river on the bottom. It's like before, maybe you guys were afraid to move because you didn't know what was next. It's like, am I just going to keep repeating this cycle? Am I just going to keep dealing with these awful types of relationships? It was like once you faced yourself and what was going on within, then you guys released yourself and now your boat is just kind of moving along the river. Let's go with the flow. Let's see what comes next, right? Let's get one more. Whoa, okay, I guess 2 more. Yeah, look, we have 44 coming out on the bottom with 8. Again, Jackal, the truth. This is a master number. They're just saying this is the truth coming forward. You guys have found your own internal truth. You guys are connecting with your own internal power here. And you guys have found a way to bring into your life what it is that you want. Look at this like amazing backdrop here. It's like connecting with universal energy, right? And you guys are no longer going to be bombarded or what's the word? It's not bombarded. It's bamboozled. Okay, you're no longer going to be bamboozled by people trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Let's see what your oracle are. Opposition. Imbalance. Guys, I cannot make this up. What was I talking about? The teeter-totter, and they wouldn't give me a card until I talked about the teeter-totter. We have imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. That's what you guys have dealt with, this opposition. And out of the opposition, you guys are coming into conjunction, right? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Why I have that song stuck in my head. But yeah, that's it. Like you guys are learning how to balance out that karma. That imbalance is no longer going to be something that affects you. We have cave sanctuary. This is like you guys coming into your own space to create for you, right? Doing what matters for you. It's like creating a womb space, right? But this also tells me that you guys have healed your sacral chakra. And that's where our relationships blossom from, is our sacral chakra. And if we've dealt with a lot of either sexual travesties or, you know, like intimate relationships that have gone south, our womb is the first thing that takes it, right? Because that's our emotional center. That's our connection center. That's where our intuition resides, right? The clarity of our intuition is. And it's like, if we have anything blocking that, we're not capable of maneuvering in our lives in a fluid way, as the element for the womb is water, right? We're talking about sacral chakra, energetic womb space. For my men out there, you guys also have this, okay? I love this. We have 28, soul, butterfly. Yeah, you guys have healed your soul. This is like any kind of disease, like, and we're talking about dis-ease, right? Like uncomfortable situation that has caused dissonance in your life. You guys have healed this and come back to your soul, and now your soul's light is shining. Gosh, I love this reading. Look, and we have 27 with work, Beaver. You guys are focusing on yourself. You're healing yourself. It's important for you guys to focus on that. And your spirit guides want you guys to know that what you're doing for work, whatever it is that you're focusing on, that is something that is a part of your soul mission. You guys have done an amazing job. An amazing job. Like, I don't even think I can stress that enough, like how incredible this is. Let me get my book. Let's see what your guys' message card from your spirit guides is. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Look at these butterflies. Look. Transformative energies, guys. Transformation. Look at, they're so proud of you. You guys have turned from you went from the caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly. And look, I feel like this is you guys. You're spreading your wings and you're flying. We have faith. Trust your faith in this situation with number 12. You guys have changed this perspective that you've had on relationships. You're no longer blaming others. It's more or less you guys are allowing yourself to open up to the love that you want and saying, what is it that I want? And then finding a way to embody that. I am like in love with your reading. Can I just say that? Let's read this real quick. So if you guys can see that, it says, trust your faith in the situation. When we honestly believe things will work out, our faith will confidently see us through. The angels are with you, and the divine support is something you can have complete faith in. Simple truths. And we had truth on the bottom of the deck over here, remember? We have simple truths will give you the answers you are looking for. Love is an act of faith. It can be challenging to move forward when you aren't sure of what the outcome will be. We had that with the movement, River. Your competence, stay present with whatever is in front of you right now. Your competence and ability may provide the calm and confidence you need to keep going. You may have your doubts or fear when you take a step forward or make a decision, but faith gives you the courage to continue. Even setbacks can impart valuable knowledge, experience, and positives. I love this. I love this for you guys, right? This is so beautiful. So it's like everything that we've talked about. And if you guys are still in this opposition, this is a message from your spirit guides to continue to have faith, because the opposition that you're experiencing right now is the hardship that induces change in your life. And that's something that is so beautiful for you guys. I absolutely loved your reading. We have the green aventurine, which is connected with the heart chakra, opening up to unconditional love. You guys are so worthy of the love that you desire in your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I have. If it resonated with you, hit that thumbs up button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Set that notification bell. And with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. But until next time, stay human, guys. Bye. Welcome, my fellow humans that chose pile number 2, or you guys chose the amethyst crystal. This is going to be your guys' reading on messages from your spirit guides. I'm just going to say it. I absolutely loved pile number 1, and I'm excited to do yours too. I'm actually really excited about this reading today in general. So we'll leave that there. We'll check that out at the end of the reading. As always, we'll ask the dice first. I do just want to let you guys know that the more that you interact with the channel, it does allow me an opportunity to get you out more resonant readings. With that being said, if they do resonate, hit the thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, set that notification bell so that way you guys always get notified when the next video does get uploaded. So let's go ahead and ask the dice. So for my spirit guides from pile number 2, what are the messages that you have for them? Spirit guides of pile number 2, what are the messages that you have for them? What would you like them to know? What messages do you have for pile 2, spirit guides of pile number 2? Okay, and guys, I'm going to let you see it, but I am going to pause it real quick and zoom in for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and get into it, okay? Okay, guys, welcome back. We've got 5th house, Gemini, and Mercury energy coming out for you guys. So messages from your spirit guide. This feels like they want you guys to really start communicating what feels joyful to you guys. Like, what do you really want in your life? And not to fear expressing yourself. You guys have something to express out into the world. That could be art. That could be knowledge. That could be, I keep hearing philosophical, right? Even though we don't have Sagittarian energy here, it definitely feels like some ancient wisdom that you guys have possession of, that it's needed to be passed out. Maybe you guys have been holding on to it for the right minute, and there's this energy of letting you guys know, like, the right minute is always now, right? It's not about waiting. It's always now. And there's this energy as well. Some of you guys may be becoming pregnant. That is an off message here for some of you guys in pile 2, or you guys could be expecting kids. And they know that that is bringing joy into your life, and that's going to help you guys reconnect with your spirit. You guys are also birthing into life star seeds and walking angels is what I'm hearing, okay? But really, they want you guys, you have some sort of hobby or interest that they want you guys to communicate out into the physical world, right? We have the Gemini and Mercury energy coming out together, and we know that Gemini and Mercury both are all about communication, networking, speaking, language, right? Social networks. Like, this is you guys connecting with people, like-minded groups. So maybe you're like, I don't know where to start. Well, is there like a community that you guys can connect with that's close to you guys that have like-minded individuals? Or is it a podcast that you guys can start? Or is it a YouTube channel that you guys can start? Or is it starting Instagram or TikTok, or even a Facebook account where you guys have the business accounts or whatever they are, or like the community groups that they have, something like that, connecting with other like-minded people and inviting people in, right? and letting your curiosity open yourself up to this, right? You guys are super smart. You guys have a lot of intelligence, and you guys are super adaptable, and they're just asking you guys to adapt to this new situation. It's like, I keep getting this fear from your side of the energy. It's almost like you're afraid that this is not going to turn into anything special. And it feels like what is going to happen is that once you guys start doing this, it's going to be bigger than you ever thought, because you guys have something that's very unique to give. And it's like you guys are causing or creating some kind of demand for it. And that's why they want you guys to start communicating it. Some of you guys could be wanting to write a book, or helping kids, or helping. This is interesting, because this is a secondary message that I've gotten this week about helping kids. So that could have resonated with you guys on the other channel, or on my other pile that I did. And I'm not sure what the name of the reading was. I want to say it's either what are their true intentions for you guys, or it's one of those ones, okay? But yeah, there was something about helping children, okay? And anyways, back to this. You guys maybe want to start a fundraiser, or you guys want to do like a community, like, what are those things, like a block party type thing, but you do that with like the school or the community center, like the Y, or anything like that. But there's something here that's coming out. You guys you've been planning it for so long, and it's been in your thought processes for so long. And they're just saying here, like, if you stay in the planning stage forever, it's never going to go anywhere, right? It's not ever going to get out there, and you guys have something valuable to offer. So I'm going to zoom out real quick. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. So I'll move this up here. If it's moving around a lot today, apologize. We have like 20-mile-per-hour winds. So I live in a RV. There is just shaking. That is something that we cannot get away from. So I apologize, and thank you for your understanding and patience, guys. Let's ask the cards. So Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What more would you like to tell them? What are your messages for them? Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What else would you like to tell them? What are your messages for them? Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What are your messages for pile 2? One more. I heard it loud. One more. Thank you. What are your messages for pile number 2? Spirit Guides. What are your messages? Whoa. Thank you. And also, I just want to put out here before I get too many cards out, the cards may talk about the situation that you've been dealing with, that you have dealt with, or that you've healed from. And this is the result of healing it, is getting involved in this, because that was something that did happen in pile 1. I just want to set up some expectations if that comes out, okay? So, Spirit Guides of pile number 2, what other messages do you have for them? Thank you. Okay, Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What are the messages that you have for them? Thank you. Okay, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. This feels like that energy I was telling you about, like that thought process where you guys feel like you're not going to make anything of this, or it's not going to go anywhere. It's just like, it's not, I just heard it. It's not a real job. They're not worried about that. And I know, like, it's hard not to worry about that, right? Because money is what makes the world go round. And your spirit guides acknowledge that. But this thought process isn't going to get you anywhere. It's time to let this go with the 4 of Wands here. They're just saying it's time to let this thought process go and not look at it as like a job or work or anything. This is your passion. This is a hobby of yours. You're putting it out there for other people to enjoy. And where it's going to, look, we had the, I can't, this is peaking. What is this? I knew it was the 9 of Cups. I just knew it. Because there's happiness here. It peaked up when I went to go put the pile down. Okay, so there's happiness here for you guys. There's emotional fulfillment, and emotional fulfillment is much bigger than financial gains, okay? And I know it doesn't seem that way in the world that we live in, but when you're emotionally fulfilled and happy, then money flows because you have no resistance to it, because you're happy, you feel good, right? And House 5 is all about feeling good. Yeah, we have the 6 of Swords in the reverse, the 4 of Cups in the reverse. There's some sort of expectation here with the 10 of Cups. Yeah, you guys aren't even happy. Whatever it is that you guys are doing, making money, like, they're showing me that you guys aren't even happy with that. Like, there's some sort of an imbalance coming in here. But not just an imbalance. This is like emotional unfulfillment, right? And this is falling from grace. Like, the 10 of Cups at its basic talks about falling from grace. Like, we've fallen from ourselves. We're no longer in touch with our deepest emotions. Okay? And it's like, whatever this is, whatever it is you guys have been contemplating or conjuring up or thinking about, it has importance to you, but there's like, it feels like you guys have this great idea, and then within seconds you're grabbing the handbrake and pulling it up saying, no, I can't do that. No, that's no good for me. Like, oh my gosh, that's never gonna amount to anything. And that comes from something in your family where maybe when you were a child, you guys got stuck in situations where people judged you for what you wanted to do. And so you were always stuck not wanting to rock the boat. Right? Have you guys ever heard that George Carlin skit? I'm getting called to that right now, but it's like, everybody has electric everything and no one wants to rock the boat. Like, that's what it feels like. It's like you guys had ideas that were impressed upon you, and they're showing you guys, it's like, this is what has put you in this situation of feeling like you can't ever have emotional fulfillment. I want to pull out that 9 of Cups because I think it came out with purpose, right? It had to have. They always do. And they're showing me now, it's like, so you didn't want to rock the boat. I'm going to put it here for now. You didn't want to rock the boat, and now you're doing something that makes you miserable because you're trying to fit in. This looks like a box to me. You're trying to fit into someone's idea of what happiness should be. Right? Finding the perfect partner, having the white picket fence, making sure there's a Starbucks around every corner. Is that true happiness, or is that just what society wants, right? And so that's what's coming through here. It's like your spirit guides are acknowledging that the situation that you've experienced up until now has not been real happiness for you. But whatever your hobby is, and for those of you that I was talking about the pregnancy, right? Some of you guys, that's all you ever wanted was to be a mom or to be a dad. And the pregnancy is what's bringing you happiness. Okay, I do want to say that's not against what you guys are saying. And there's people in your mindset that are telling you guys this is not going to bring you happiness. This is just going to be a pain. And it's like you guys are remembering how it was when you were kids. I definitely feel like this is family members who are telling you this, and you remember how they treated you as family as when you guys were kids, and it wasn't good. And you promised yourself you weren't going to treat your own child that way, and you're not. You're not, because you have some sort of way of communicating with them. This could be sign language. This could be being able to convey what you need. Just from people in general, right? Like people who are going to help you through, and you guys, as you communicate, you're going to find a support system. But for those of you that this is pertaining to a hobby, this is saying that as you guys communicate this out into the realm, you're going to put the vibration out there to source that says, this is what I want in my life. And that's what your spirit guides are asking, because they're tired of seeing you guys suffering emotionally when they know that this is what you deserve. They want you to be happy. But they can't make the decision for you, right? Like, our spirit guides are there to guide us. They can't be like, hey, pile 2, sorry, this isn't the way for you. Grab your hand and drag you over here. That's not what they're there for. They're look, and guys, I haven't shuffled, but look at what's on the bottom here. We have the 9 of Hearts, which is the 9 of Cups. I shuffled this from the last reading. Look at that. And that's so synchronistic how this popped out, and then this is on the bottom of this deck. Come on, they want you guys to be super happy. I'm not going to pull it out, but I just want you guys to understand, like, there's this energy, yeah. They're tired of seeing you guys cry over spilt milk, okay? It's like every time something falls, or every time this thought process, this feels thought process to me, okay? This is you guys judging yourself harshly, or I'm not good enough to do that, or no one will ever believe what I have to say. No one ever believed what I had to say when I was a kid or when I was younger or up until now. Why would they? And it's like, with you guys thinking that way, you're always going to be in this energy of crying over spilt milk, of feeling like there's nothing for you. It's almost like you're so focused on things failing rather than seeing the good in life, right? And the 5 of Cups in this deck talks about networking. So we have 5 and 5 coming out here, and this picture depicts spilt milk to me. That's why I said that. It's like, this feels like spilt milk. Okay, even though these are flowers, whatever it is, this just feels like spilt milk to me. And then the Five of Cups in my deck talks about networking. That's what the card is connected to, networking. We have the fifth house here, and then we have the signs of networking here. Okay, so 555 is a very powerful number for you. Let's get some more on it. Spirit guides of pile number 2. What would you like them to know? Yeah, it takes one small step. That's what I heard. One small step to make a change. Like, this is the Jack of Diamonds, or connected with the Page of Coins, right? So you have the coins up here. But the Page of Coins feels like it's not a huge offering. Like, it feels so small. But in reality, it takes a small seed to make the mighty oak, right? And so it's like, you guys have something that is mighty, but you have to start somewhere, right? You're not just going to start out as the oak tree. You have to start out as the seed. You have to start out as something small. You have to start out just getting it out there, conveying it to someone, to a group or something. What else? What other messages do you have for pile number 2, spirit guides? Okay, what other messages do you have for pile number 2? Look at that. With the Jack of Clubs coming out here, this is taking that action, right? And it's going to be slow going. It's not something that's going to blossom right off the bat. It's not like, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow and it's going to happen. Like, again, we were talking about pregnancy. Let's just talk about pregnancy for just a second here. It takes 9 months to create a baby. 9 months. That's not quick, right? Sometimes at the end, you see mothers and they're like, I'm so done with being pregnant. I'm over it. Like, can we just get this baby out? Like, you see those TikToks, I've been pregnant for way too long, right? But it's still an exciting process. It has its positives, it has its downfalls, but it's still an exciting process. That's what it is to create something in this world as well. Trust me, in no way is it the same thing as creating a baby, but you do go through those highs and lows. You have this thing that you're so connected to, that's very important to you. And there are going to be high highs and low lows. But the only way to start is to communicate this to someone, somewhere, getting it out there, getting your platform going, building your website, whatever it is. But it's definitely getting it out there. And that's what your spirit guides want you to know. Because that's where you're going to transform. You guys are going to have this huge transformation here. The Four of Spades depicting death. It's like you guys are going to have something that changes for the better for you guys, where it's not going to feel so heavy anymore, where you're going to find happiness. Let's get some oracles out on it. What other messages do you have for them, spirit guides, for pile number 2? See, okay, this sounds really gruesome, and I apologize. I'm not trying to make this gruesome. But with this, I'm seeing the skull, and I'm getting this image of a graveyard. And it's almost like with the tombstone, and your name it says your name here. It's like you would regret not doing this. And also sometimes it's good for us to go visit a graveyard because it's full of unfulfilled potential, right? People who never lived out their dreams. And one day, whether we are scared of it or we're trying to run from it or not, one day, the truth of it is that we will all also be that. We'll have a gravestone. We'll be in a grave, or we'll be cremated. But we'll no longer be of this realm, physically of this realm. And what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? Like, this is such a powerful question to ask ourselves. When I first journaled about this question, yes, I have. Every question that I ask you guys is something I myself have gone through, journaled about, delved into. So know that I'm not giving you guys things that I myself wouldn't do, right? That's not how I roll. I roll by leading by example. But understanding that the first time I did this question, I sat there and cried because I looked at how I was. I was like, what would people say about me now? And I was like, I don't even think anybody would show up to my funeral. And then I asked myself, well, what would I want someone to say about me? And then when I delved into that, I was like, well, if that's what I want, then I have to start embodying that. And that changed for me. And so that's why I keep getting drawn to this with this card here, that they're wanting you guys to understand that this if you guys don't do this, okay, and this is for those that are into the hobby, it's like you guys are going to take it to your grave with you, and it's going to be unfulfilled potential. And you're always going to regret, like you'll get to a point in time where you regret not doing that. And it's like life is living without regret, right? Instead of regretting the life that we're living, what do we need to do so that we live without regret? We have number 29, loyalty, red-crowned crane. This is about becoming loyal to your emotions, how you feel, what's going to guide you towards what you want, right? Going towards that. It's so important. What else? Pile 2 spirit guides. Thank you. Okay, well, this wants to be over here, so I'm going to leave it right here because it wants to be right there. For some reason, it flew out right on top of the 4 of spades. Yeah, I'm finding synergy. Okay, this is exactly what happens. If you guys don't bring your idea into the world, we're missing something from the great cog of life, right? So with Green Man Synergy, this is the best way to describe this is like without the bees, there would not be any flowers, okay? Or without the trees, we wouldn't exist. Let me break it down for you guys. The trees provide us with oxygen. But also, what do we provide the trees with? Carbon, right? CO2. Right? We give the trees what they need to breathe so that they can give us what we need to breathe. That's working in synergy. And that's what they're saying. It's like, if you guys don't provide this to the world, even if it's on a small scale, it doesn't matter if it's for one person or for 1 billion people. Okay, it doesn't matter. You guys there's a cog that's missing in this vital clock that we have as the universe. All right, let's get one more of these. We'll check out your oracle cards. Thank you. Look at this. So didn't I say there was like some Sagittarian energy coming in with the philosopher, and we had the Sagittarius energy fly out right now, flipped over, like, look, here I am. Optimism, exploration, and freedom. This is what this could bring into your life. The ability to explore everything you've ever wanted to. It's going to set your heart on fire. But we also have Sagittarians are the philosophers of the zodiac. So there's definitely something here with ancient wisdom that you have to provide that's going to help the world on some level. Okay, and it doesn't have to be on a huge scale. Like, I can already feel some resistance for some of you. Like, I'm not out in public like that. I don't want to be like that. We have a challenging situation and a mountain to climb on the bottom with square. This is what they're saying, exactly what we had with the Jack of Diamonds here. This is going to be something it's going to take a while to get there. Okay, don't do it once and expect complete ease and success the first time around. What they're asking for you guys is to keep showing up. Keep showing up, because eventually you're going to whittle away at the corners of this square, and it's going to turn into a circle, and you're going to be able to easily roll it down the hill or up the hill. This feels like uphill right now, so right, the mountain to climb. Okay, so we have this one. Look, 14, equality, seahorse. I love that this came out for you guys, because they want you to communicate it so that you can find like-minded people who are going to treat you with that equal give and take, this reciprocity in your life. They're going to see you as you are, but there's like this focus on something out here and not realizing that there are people who are waiting for you to turn around and see them so that they can be there to praise you, right? It's like hiding. And then we have 14, which is 5, this uncomfortable change. That is something that this is a very uncomfortable place for you guys to be in doing this. And they're acknowledging that, and they're just saying that it has to happen. Change is the only constant in life. It's the only thing that keeps going, right? But when you guys embrace that uncomfortable change, it makes it easier every time it comes. It's never going to stop coming. Perspective. Now I know why I was drawn to talk about the cemetery. We have Milky Way with perspective. In the grander scheme of things, you feel so small. Right? There's this energy feeling so small. Like, what is it that I have to offer the world? But you're missing out. It's like you have to look at yourself as a huge vital piece to the universe. That's the perspective here. And that comes from asking yourself, what do you want people to say about you at your funeral? That comes from that, because it's like, if you want them to say that you took chances and you don't take chances, well, what do you have to start doing? You have to start taking chances, right? If you want people to say that you were, you know, a loving, kind person who helped everyone that they saw, but yet you're an agoraphobic and you stay at home all the time. So what do you have to start doing? This is facing those fears, changing the way you see life, right? I'm going to leave this here because I feel like it wants to be seen. So I'm going to read this to you out of the book. This is your card. This could be a love message for you. It could clarify the reading, and it could just be wisdom for the future. So keeping an open mind with these. Let's see what we have. I love this. 41. Guys, we have 1441 here. You guys may see this number a lot. 1441. This is when you're angels. So what? Pay attention to what's going on in your mind when 1441 comes up. So we have 5 again. It says, do something for someone. Give your attention to another. Yeah, it's like, again, communicating, networking, giving your time and attention to other people, telling them what you have to tell them. You know, Geminis are such wonderful people because they are always on this constant search for knowledge. But the cool thing about a Gemini is that they're not afraid to share the knowledge that they've gotten with others. They love sharing everything that they've learned. I'm sure we've all met a Gemini that's a know-it-all in our lives, but that's just not all Geminis are know-it-alls, but that's just something that is natural to their sign. So we have give your attention to another. When you do something kind for someone, you create an opportunity for your relationship to re-energize. How can you be considerate towards someone today? Insignificant things can have a big impact. There we go. What was I saying? You felt so insignificant. Wasn't I just saying that with the Milky Way perspective? Oh my gosh. You can have a huge impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be when you are consistently doing kind and loving things for others. Do something for someone. It does not need to be someone you are close to or that you see every day. You might choose to do something for someone you don't even know. Just choose someone and do something nice for them. There's so many ways to act with kindness. Open a door for someone who has their arms full. Greet everyone you see. Never underestimate the power of a smile or a positive attitude. Put extra change in a parking meter. It doesn't take much to change someone's day. And I love that this came up today because this morning, I just want to give you guys an example. This happened to me this morning. I was working and I was dealing with some technological issues and I was so frustrated, but all of a sudden I get a text message about missing a meeting and I was so confused because I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, do you not remember me? And I was like, I'm sorry, who are you looking for? This is a text message from a number I don't have in my phone, right? I was like, who are you looking for? And then they said a name and I was like, oh no, that's not, I'm sorry guys, hold on just a second. I said, that's not who I am. I'm not that person. And they're like, I'm so sorry to bother you. And the first thing I thought to say was, it's okay. What do I always tell you guys? We're all human. It's just something that happens along the way. And I told them to have a beautiful day. I don't know anything about this person, but I cannot make it up when I say this totally started a conversation between us. And we've been talking all day about it. It's just the most random thing. But when they texted me back after I said, have a beautiful day, they said, wow, you're a kind and understanding person. That's a really neat thing. And they said, you have a beautiful day as well. And I was just saying, thank you for the compliment. And I said, until next time. And it kicked off a conversation that I had not prepared for. But was that really so insignificant? It seems small. And telling you guys, it's just a text message. It was a wrong number. Who cares, right? But that small act of kindness can generate a huge ripple effect to everyone else. And so don't think that whatever it is that you guys have to offer is so small. It's not. It can create something that can impact the entire universe. It's meant to. Okay? This is what I have for you guys, pile 2. I hope that it resonates. Please hit that thumbs up button down below if it did. Subscribe to the channel. Set that notification bell so you guys get notified when the next video does go live. And with that being said, I'm on out of here. But until next time, stay human, guys. Bye. Hello, my pile 3s. This is for those of you guys that chose this aquamarine. It is a raw aquamarine. It's not all shiny and bright blue. Just got a hint of blue. This is your readings. This is going to be messages from your spirit guides. They've been so wonderful so far, so I'm super excited about your guys' reading. We will ask the dice first. A couple things though, if these are resonating with you guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, set the notification bell so you always get notified when the next video does get uploaded. Let's see, and just keep in mind that as you guys connect with my channel, it does offer me an opportunity to get you guys out more resonating readings. I'm going to roll the dice, and I'm going to pause the video and zoom in on the dice. You're going to see the dice first, so that way you know I didn't change them. And then I'm going to pause the video and zoom out so we can get into your guys' tarot reading, okay? That's just because I'm trying something new. All right, so let's go ahead and ask the dice. So spirit guides of pile number 3. What messages do you have for them? Spirit guides of pile number 3. What messages do you have for them? What would you like them to know? Alright, so I'm going to pause the video and I will be right back. Okay, guys, so we have the 9th house Aquarian energy with Venus. Venus has been a popular contender today. So, 9th house, huh? We're talking about the house of long distance travel. We're talking about journeys, religion, philosophy, higher education, your dreams. Maybe you guys are getting into divination or you've been thinking about it. Ancient wisdom. We're talking about arts, media, publishing, so writing, right? Even talking about different ethnics and cultures. So maybe you guys are trying to expand your knowledge. Like really what I'm getting from this is an expansion of your knowledge in some area of life. Whether that is anything that I just listed or if that's something else that you guys have been thinking about, you guys are looking to expand your knowledge and you guys are going to gain some deep, deep wisdom from this that is going to help you guys connect with like-minded people, especially with the Aquarian energy here. This is the house of hopes and dreams, or the house of, it's the sign of hopes and dreams, things coming true, right? Even fame, right? Being future oriented, having ambition, social media, you guys getting out there with your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, whatever it is that you guys have. It's about being yourself because there's something that's going on that you guys have at your disposal. It's a huge part of who you are. Okay, whether that's your belief system, whether that's your gift, whether that is your ability to understand the workings of the world. Like I'm hearing like a science major, someone who's been into science, right? These are things that like you guys have a gift in because it's something that comes easy to you guys and you're able to really embody the truth of your knowledge. And this is saying to get out there and really put it together because you guys have an opportunity to connect with like-minded people, to build friendships. It will also help you guys for your future, right? There's something about what you guys have that is going to be wanted and it's going to help drastically change the future. So this could be an invention that you guys are creating. This could just be a way of communicating with people about religion, or again, it doesn't have to necessarily be religion. It could just be like spiritual beliefs, right? You guys could have a gift of psychic. You guys could be psychic mediums. You guys could want to do something like this, like tarot reading or rune reading or astrology, or you know, like maybe I heard astronomy right now too. So that they're just trying to give lists of there's something that you guys are interested in, you've studied, you've taken time to learn about, and it could take you all over the world. I feel like the reason why they're bringing up long distance travel with this 9th house as well is that this is something that could go global. Okay, if that's something that you guys want. I know that that's not what everybody wants, but this is something that could go global. And so your spirit guides are asking you guys to share these gifts with the world. This is going to bring you love, attraction, relationships, friendships, right? You guys are going to have a lot of networking at your disposal. You're going to be the person that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that can do what you're asking. Right? Like that's you. You're going to be that person because you're going to be able to network like that. This is also going to make you guys like a magnet, especially with this Venusian energy. It's like you guys are going to be wanted. People are going to come to you and you're going to find complete balance and comfort in your life. You're going to be enjoying the good life, right? Like, what's that song? Who sings that? Is that a Kanye West song? Oh my gosh, I can't even think about it. I think it's called The Good Life. It's like that song. Check out that song. I can't think of it right now, but it's like they're telling me to tell you check it out. Usually I can think of it or I hear the song, but right now it was just they just want you guys to check it out. I think it's Kanye who sings that. I'm pretty sure. If you put in The Good Life Kanye, it should come up. And anyways, they're talking about here, this is going to impact your finances, okay? This is going to allow you to really experience things that you wanted to experience, whatever that is, right? You guys could even receive gifts, right? Admiration. You guys could receive gifts from people. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that you're offering this or that you went out of your way for this because this is something that we've been looking for forever. And people are just going to show their appreciation through gifts. It's a love language they're going to give to you guys. So I'm going to pause this and zoom out and we'll get into your tarot reading, okay? Okay, let me move this up. Look at the cards. Okay, Spirit Guides of pile number 2. What else would you like to tell them? What are the messages that you have for them? And just to keep your guys' so you have the expectations, the cards could be talking about a situation that you're currently going through. It could discuss more on what they're talking about with the dice, or it could be something that you guys are healing. So just keep an open mind with the tarot cards that are coming out. Just letting you guys know. For pile number 3, Spirit Guides, what messages do you have for them? Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Should I say pile 2 before? I didn't mean that. Anyways, Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Thank you. Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Okay. Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Alright, Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? I feel like they want that one. Yeah, I thought they did. I could feel the energy. Feel it pulsing. Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Thank you. Yes, I love that this came out. I don't know what the other cards are yet, but I love that that came out. So, Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Okay. Spirit Guides of pile number 3, what messages do you have for them? Whoa, that went flying over here. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Lover reversed. So there's some type of spiritual, like feeling spiritually defeated. Like I definitely feel like you guys are a spiritual group, especially with the 9th house here. Okay, and Aquarian energy, because they do things, they're like unorthodox, right? Like Aquarians are the ones that like you'll tell them to do something and they'll do the complete opposite and still somehow end up with the same result. Like that is Aquarian energy. They do everything opposite here, but we have Gemini energy here with the Lover. It's like you guys had difficulties in the past making a decision on what it is that you wanted and feeling spiritually defeated. Okay, this could talk about third-party situations. And promiscuity. Okay, that is something else that it talks about. What I'm really getting drawn to is that maybe you guys were stuck in a situation where it's hard for you guys to put out your ideas because you've tried to put it out with other people, that third party energy here, and they may have judged you. They may have made you feel like you didn't know what you were talking about. And, you know, that mind game, especially with the 7 of Swords that we have right here in the center. Yes, it is in the upright, but it is being drawn to that. It's just something that's mental, right? And it had to do with your inner stability. Right? And you guys are stable in what you believe, but it's just this offering it to others. Like others have loud opinions and they want to be heard and they want their opinions to be right. You know, I'm going to curse. I don't often curse on my videos. It does come out every once in a while, but I am going to curse here. I remember when I was little, I had a family member who told me opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one and nobody gives a shit. Right? Like that always stuck with me. And it's so true. Like everybody has an opinion in life. And it's like you have a gift that you were given to service the divine creation, okay? Whether that's God, whether that is the universe, whatever name it is that you've given it, whether it's one of the gods, the goddesses, whatever, okay? There's like a gift you've been given, and it's like you're having a hard time getting into it, and your spirit guides are trying to show you that this is something that you've been gifted, not to feel defeated, but to rise yourself up. Okay, let's see what else came out. Yeah, this came out in every single reading today, the Six of Swords in the reverse. I can't with you guys. Different. All the readings have been extremely different, but this one has come out, and that's exactly the energy I was saying. It's like, I don't want to rock the boat. Like, this is what it says. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want people to think less of me. It's not that you're trying to get them to like you. It's just that when you bring your ideas may be very unorthodox, right? You guys could completely understand some quantum physics level stuff that most people just sit there with their mouth wide open trying to listen to you, and they have nothing, like, there's nothing going on. They're not even listening. They're not paying attention. Like, this is that level of knowledge that you guys have. Okay, you have something that's very wise and unique. And it's just ancient wisdom that's being brought back to, hey, it's coming back in style, right? The 70s came back with bell-bottom pants. We got flares in the 90s and the early 2000s. You know, like, it all comes back around. I think the 80s with the bright colors, they came back around. Now we have the 90s. They're coming back around. Everybody's listening to 90s music again because that's the thing to do. Right? Like, everything comes back around, and that's what this feels like. You guys are bringing back something that is lost. It's missing. This could be Atlantean. This could be ancient Egyptian. This could be ancient Greece, right? Ancient Rome. This is like some kind of inner working, but it's like there's been at one point where you've said something, right? We have communication cards here. Okay, we have communication, and we also have mental thought processes. With the Six of Swords in the reverse is like feeling bad about self because at one point you said it. At one point you were like, oh, this is something, and somebody said something that, you know, again, they shared their opinion, and it made you feel completely defeated on that. And your spirit guides are telling you that you'll still persevere. You'll get through the negativity. You'll overcome it. Okay? And part of that comes from you guys allowing yourself to connect with like-minded people, especially with the Aquarian energy here. That's what fulfills you, is being able to talk with others who see the world the way you do, or in a similar way, because no one actually sees the world the way that any one other person does. We can see it in a similar way, and we can understand each other and allow ourselves to gain knowledge and perspective from other people. We can allow that. Right? But here it's like they're telling you guys you need to connect with people who are like-minded. You have a choice here. You have a choice to move on. You have a choice to grow exponentially here. But there's a sense of duality that's coming through here with this Two of Wands. It's like, should I stay or should I go? Right? Like, that's the energy that I'm getting here. It's like, do I stay or do I go? Do I do what I feel is right in my heart? The Seven of Swords here. Or do I stay with this energy of just not rocking the boat and not irritating people who I know it irritates because maybe they think you're a know-it-all, or maybe they think you're batkook crazy, or maybe they think whatever they think, right? Whatever they think, it's not true. It's not you. That's their projection of themselves on you, right? And a lot, I'm telling you, like, that whole thing with the highway to hell is paved with the best of intentions. Let me tell you, the highway to hell is paved with the best of intentions via selfish reasons. Not with the best of intentions, because if somebody had the best of intentions for you, they'd say, hey, I don't understand it, but I can definitely see it's unique. There's probably other people out there who would understand that. Let's go find some of those people, because I bet you guys would have a great conversation, and I would love to see that. That's somebody who takes your best interest with their best interest. But this highway to hell is paved with people who are like, I don't like what you're doing. You shouldn't do that. People are going to ridicule you. They're going to say this, like all these opinions that are connected with it, right? Okay. And they're trying to do it with what they say are the best intentions, but it's not. It's the best of intentions with selfish reasons. Okay? And so that's what I feel like is the energy that's coming through here. And your spirit guides are telling you, you have comfort waiting. You have financial stability waiting. You have this luxurious life for you, whatever that is, because it's different for everybody. You have this luxurious life waiting when you begin to share this, when you begin to network, when you begin to put this on some sort of social media, or you actually delve into it. Just delve into it the way that you do. And don't let anybody stop you. Who cares what other people think? And I know we all say that. Everybody can say that. But honestly, guys, at the end of the day, if it makes you happy, then no one has a place to say anything to you. No one. Because they're not in charge of your happiness. Who is? You are. So if you're in charge of your happiness, then isn't it up to you guys to do what makes you happy? Right? Because everybody else will tell you what they think will make you happy. But it's, you know, if I could tell you guys, right? I'm in my 30s. I'll just say that. I'm in my 30s and my birthday is coming up this week. And the thing is that my teens from graduating high school, my 20s, were all lived doing what everyone else said I would be good at, and I was miserable. And then the minute that I decided that this is who I was, right? Because it is a decision. You decide that that's what's good for you. This is something that makes my heart sing, is doing these readings. I just have always been drawn to the cards. And one of these days I'll tell the story about how I got into tarot, because it still baffles me. It's just such a unique energy. But anyways, it's like, this is something that I love to do. And let me tell you, the minute that I did this, everybody had what they thought. Oh, you can't do that. Oh, that's a load of crack. Like, that's not real. This, that, and the other. And I was like, it may not be real to you, but this is a very real experience for me. And shouldn't that matter? And it's like, I started telling people that. And when I was like, shouldn't it matter that my experience is just as real as yours? And then the yeah buts came. Yeah buts will always come. And it's like, no one actually has a good reason. Your reason is it makes you happy. And let me tell you, that reason is actually a reason. That's a good reason. Yeah, look, everybody barking. Everybody barking at you. Everybody, like, okay, when this flipped over, let me tell you guys, that gave me that annoying, you know when the rooster goes off in the morning and someone's like, shut that rooster up. Like, that's exactly, it's like, people want to be the rooster in your life because they see your potential, and your spirit guides want you to understand you have a beautiful gift to give to people. This could be you instead. Instead of people being like this to you, you could be the one that's like, nope, I'm going to stand in my power. I'm going to stand in my truth, and I'm going to offer this, whatever it is. Okay, it doesn't have to be spiritual. It just is hinting towards spirituality with the 9th house, okay? But we have this energy, whatever it is that's for you guys, when you stand in your power, then people are going to be like, would you shut pile 3 up? And you can stand there and be like, no, because I have my right to speak. I have my right to tell it how I see it. I have my right to explain the information that I've discovered, that I have found. Right? Because you do. You have place and purpose in this world. Wow, this is a lot of cards. Okay, we'll check it out real quick. I'm going to take this 4 of diamonds first. Look, this is it. This is what I was saying. When you guys become this is how other people are going to be. You're going to be over here sitting fine and fancy. And they're all going to be looking in with their little pretend crowns saying, hey, I belong in your world. And you're going to be like, really? Because you didn't think that when I started out. That's just it. It's like they're going to be the naysayers. And when they're naysayers, anytime you get a naysayer, the thing you have to remind yourself is, I'm doing something right. People are going to want you to share because, look, we have the King of Diamonds here. With the 7 of Clubs, people want you to share your wealth with them. They don't want you to share your wisdom with them. They want you to share your wealth. So you guys are going to have situations where people are going to want to share your wealth. They want you to share your wealth with them. This came out in every pile. Oh my gosh, this is transformation. You guys are transforming. We have the 4 of Spades depicted by death, with also the King of Clubs depicted by the Magician, and the Ace of Clubs depicted by strength. What more can I say, guys? We are talking about change. This is real change, manifesting your dreams simply by finding the courage to take the action that is necessary. You guys are more courageous and strong than you know. You don't give yourself enough credit. Look, the 6 of Swords and the 6 of Spades. The 6 of Spades came out on the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords, guys. This happened in every reading. A card from this deck was the exact same one as the one on here. This is telling you, this is what they're telling you guys. This is their message. Swim away. Swim away and stand in your power. Let others be on the outside looking in, because you don't deserve to be in this energy anymore. You don't deserve to feel like a failure, because you have a life that's set before you that's with great, great responsibility. No one else could carry this responsibility, because everyone else would have some ulterior motive to give this to the world. You don't. Okay, and if you guys want stability with it, that's fine. You're gonna gain that with this 4 of coins here. Or the 4 of diamonds. Let's get some oracles out on it. They want you guys to know you're gonna have a life of luxury. Okay, well, I grabbed 2. I wasn't trying to grab 2, but 2 came out. Peace. Peace of mind with this gorilla on the bottom. Number 1, having faith. You guys taking off your mask and putting down the weapons. You don't need to fight their battles. Their battles are a lot of smoke and mirrors. And you guys, you have this beautiful place that you guys can come to and just be yourself. And that has to do with whatever it is that you have to offer. Like, it's up to you guys, right? Not everybody's going to have the courage to do that, and that's okay. Or they're not going to have the courage to do this now, right? And we can't be there like, you have to do this. No, everybody's on their own journey, right? There's a lot of volatility going on around you. This is anger. Like, I feel like you guys have been angry at what it is that you've been given, because it's like, why was I given this? Or why does my life have to be like this? And it's actually a gift. This is source intervening, right? Mother Nature is what controls the volcano. It's not us. It's Mother Nature. It's an act of nature. You're an act of nature for purpose, even if it feels heavy, right? Like I said, you're the only one that can carry this burden. And right now it feels like a burden, okay? But when you accept it, it will begin to feel like the blessing that it truly is. But until we learn how to accept our gifts or our mission or our path, right? Sometimes it's the biggest burden that we'll ever experience in life, because people are cruel, you know? I wish that they weren't, but they are. And sometimes the cruelest of them all are the people who are closest to us. But there are like-minded people waiting for you guys to come into their circle. There are people who are coming. I feel like there are people who are coming to you when you guys finally embrace yourselves. This is about loving yourself fully, okay? We have air coming out, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming out here. So we have all the air signs. People may have called you guys an airhead. Don't take that as a plight, right? Don't take it as an insult. It's not. You guys have your head in the clouds because you guys are capable of connecting with the divine. You guys are capable of connecting with your guides. I feel like your guides have been giving you this message and you just need this confirmation. Right? Like this is something that's intuitively you know about, but it's almost like you feel like your intuition's guiding you down the wrong path, but it's not. It's not. And so you guys are climbing this mountain peak by peak. You guys are you're gonna make it. You're gonna find the truth of who you are, and you're gonna swim away. I'm gonna boat away from all these people. Forget it. I'm not gonna deal with that anymore, right? Yeah, what was I saying? This is something that you could have intuitively known. We have intuition cat with 37, which is 10. The completion of a cycle. We have 10-10 coming out here too, which is your path of purpose. Yeah, you guys have been intuitively guided to this, either this reading for confirmation, or you guys are just getting that confirmation of your intuition. Like, this is something you can trust. Your intuition is something you can trust, even if it feels scary at times. 26, ancestors, polar bear. This tells me that family members have been on you about this. This is people who are close to you, people who feel like they have a say in your life. You know what, guys? Family members are sometimes the worst, and I've said this on enough readings, but the thing is that family members are karmic cycles that we're healing and we're trying to deal with, and we're trying to accept ourselves, the oddball person that we are. The black sheep of the family that we are. We're trying to learn how to accept that when it feels like our family is accepted by all of society, when in truth they're not. They're not. They're just putting on the mask. And we had the gorilla with peace, and you guys are taking off that mask because it doesn't feel right to wear it. But so many people would rather wear their mask because that means they're accepted. And this idea that is false, it's a false illusion, rather than to become who they are, right? And you're becoming who they are, and that shakes the very foundation of the life that they've built for themselves. New beginnings, dawn. It's always darkest before the dawn. You guys have been going through it. Okay, and your spirit guides want to acknowledge that you've been going through it, but the sun is about to rise on you guys. You're glowing up, you're shining. This is a bright new beginning for you guys, okay? We have house 4. Can I be any more clear about this family situationship that's coming out here? We have cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Okay, they're making it very clear. This is something that has to do with the 4th house energy. Okay, your family roots at home. This is things you grew up with. The things that you found comfort in once are no longer bringing comfort to you anymore. Okay, and that's okay. And that's hard for people who just stay to things that are comfortable. Because there are some people who will never change anything in their life because change is uncomfortable. But change is the only thing that's constant in life. And there's those of us that accept it, and there are those of us that reject it. Okay, and it's like, this is something they're just trying to point out. They understand this is something that you guys have grown up with. It's what feels good to you. It's what feels comfortable. And they're asking you guys to change this aspect of yourself. But it's not really changing anything about yourself. It's more or less uncovering who you are. Slow down. With 9, we have the 9th house come out. Slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So there's no need to rush this, right? And again, with that uncomfortable change, that's what feels like is coming through here. There's no need to rush, right? You don't need to rush this situation. It will unfold as it goes. But let's read this card. Everything in your life is in divine order. There's no need to rush nor hurry. In your excitement, you may overlook the importance of enjoying the creative process. Getting to the goal is half the fun. You might also miss guidance or messages when you don't allow things to unfold naturally. Regroup and release the need to race to whatever you feel you feel you need to be. Slowing down will allow you to appreciate what is in front of you. Embrace the moment. There is nowhere that you need to be that will not be there later. Recognize the importance of making time to take pleasure. Okay, we had Venus here, pleasure in the journey. Slowing down will help you be more aware of what is going on for you. Find a quiet place to sit and give to yourself the opportunity to be in nature without any interruptions. This may mean disconnecting from your cellular device. Observe what is going on for you spiritually. Listen to your thoughts and identify your feelings, okay? I had to slow down. I was trying to rush through that, so I had to slow down. So yeah, there's this need of rushing through to get to your new beginning, and they're just saying to take your time. Because as you guys allow this to unfold, even through the uncomfortable moments, there are beautiful lessons here, and there are observations that will give you fresh perspective each and every step of the way. All right, this is what I have for you, pile 3. I hope that this resonates. If it did, hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel, and set the notification bell. But with that being said, I'm going to get on out of here. Until next time, stay human, guys. Bye.